Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Laura Weddle. She's an extension specialist for farm stress and rural mental health. And today we are talking about being overwhelmed, and it is the holiday season. And unfortunately, it is a time that many of us do feel overwhelmed. And you're going to give us some tips on how we can overcome this feeling.
As you mentioned, the holiday seasons are coming up, and that can be extremely overwhelming for a variety of reasons. And I think it's really important to plan for those moments because how we react to being overwhelmed can impact us further. So there's a lot of different ways that we show that we're overwhelmed. It can manifest in anxiety. Sometimes it can manifest as depression. There's so many different ways that being overwhelmed can impact us. So we acknowledge that there's lots of times it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed at times, whether it's work, school, those social obligations, just life in general. But we just don't need to brush off that feeling of being overwhelmed or push through it. That can cause us to feel anxious, and our mental health matters. So if you're starting to feel the squeeze of the overwhelm, understand that you can take a step back. So I've got a couple of different tips on how to manage that when you start to feel overwhelmed. And so first and foremost, take a deep breath, step away from that situation. If you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, a quick way to begin to alleviate those feelings is by doing breathing exercises. That is a fantastic and free and easy method to try to manage that overwhelming feeling or that anxiety. Step away from it, create that separation between you and whatever it is that's making you making you feel overwhelmed, and utilize some deep breathing exercises. Create some boundaries, create a no list. Protecting your time and space can give you a sense of control over your schedule. So if you don't want to do something, or if you're dreading a specific event or a specific situation, don't feel like you have to go. Replace the activities that you don't want to do with something that you'll enjoy. So healthy boundaries are crucial for your well-being. Be kind, be gentle to yourself. Remember that feeling overwhelmed is okay. It can be normal, especially right now during the season of busyness. It doesn't have to last, that feeling, so give yourself some grace. Acknowledge that. Ask for help, reach out. Your social support network is there for you. You can lean on individuals or groups if you need to vent or talk through things. That's really important. So reach out to your friends or family members if the sense of overwhelm is too much. Another great tool to use is writing. Write down why you're feeling overwhelmed. Make a list. Work through it, in a tangible sense on a piece of paper. And that can help you structure some of the feelings that you're experiencing, and express those in a healthy way. As always, I like to say that if you're experiencing a mental health crisis for any reason, call 988 or text 988. That is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and it is a great tool to utilize.
I think many of us push ourselves through that feeling when really we may just need to take a day, an evening, an afternoon to step away and take some time for ourselves. So even if the holiday season is not bringing you overwhelmed, we hope that you can use these resources in the future. And Laura, where can we get more information on this?
So you can use the resource of mental health first aid. Mental health first aid is created by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing and is a fantastic resource. That is where this wonderful list came from. So I encourage anyone that's interested in finding out more to utilize that wonderful resource. And also reach out to your extension office, your local extension office or agent, if you'd like some more information on this topic.
Thank you for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.